channel. So currently I was meaning to make a market prep way beforehand, but just yesterday I just found out that I have a market tomorrow, which is Saturday, August 31st, and I totally forgot I signed up for this market. It's one of like a small, like a very local farmers market. Like when I initially signed up for them, I signed up for each month at least once for the summer, so one in June, one for July, and one for August, and I totally forgot about the August one. So right now I'm like frantically trying to make as many small makes today, and so far this is how many items I have made. Okay, so don't judge me, I'm on the slower side of crocheting items, so these items are like what I made so far from yesterday. So I made this bluey, like this mini bluey. I still have to make the eyes, and it might take me a minute. It looks kind of weird. I always have a hard time, not gonna lie, with this girl's pattern with her blueys. For some reason I always feel like my ears always turn out kind of weird, which it's probably on me that's doing something wrong. But yeah, this is how mine turned out, and I had to make the eyes. And then Melissa Foodie Craft, she is amazing, and she sent me some patterns I should do, and she recommended me making these octos. And I never have made octos because usually I try to make my stall as aesthetically pleasing, but that kind of went out the window because I'm like in a rush right now to make as many items. So octos they are, and so far I only made 4, and I'm going to make more tonight. And then Breezy, she reminded me, she puts down her story of items, and unfortunately I don't think I have enough time to make another one. This took me 2 hours to make because like I don't know why it took me so long to make last night, but it took me so long, and it's so cute. And I didn't even make the feet because I just don't have the patience anymore. I'm like just over it because I'm like 2 hours, and I'm probably only gonna charge I think 15 for this. I'm not gonna lie, just because it's just, I don't know, it's really cute. It just took me so long. It's just usually when I'm reading a pattern it takes me longer, but once I like already read it or I'm familiar with it, then I'm pretty quick. But this should have only taken me at least an hour or 40 minutes, but no, it did not. And then I made these ones, and these ones only took me 30 minutes. And see how many items I make. So today I have to tag all the other items. I mean, I'm making some items right now. Like I said, I do have other stuff like my bigger items, but they don't really sell that well at these type of markets, like my local farmers market. It's like very like a lot of kids, and their parents often looked at my stall like it's really pricey. I think the most someone spent, I think $30, so like my bigger items are worth more than that this time around, just because I have another market and I just don't feel like selling for them too low at this time. But before that I was selling my other market items lower, but this time I do not want to do that for my bigger items. So yeah, so hopefully I make enough smaller items. But yeah, I mean I still find it worth it because this market is only 3 hours 3 hours long, and it's only 3 hours long, and I make up my market fee, my booth fee, and then what else, I just get to meet other people. So that's why I don't mind doing this all over again. So I'll just get back. Hi guys, welcome back. So from my previous clip, I have not actually worked on many market items. I'm just currently trying to market prep again. It's just I've been really busy the couple of last days. And so far I have made this little cat. She's coming out so cute. And then now I'm making this periwinkle this multicolored cat, but in pink, no, more like purple and fuchsia kind of color. And then I'm thinking of also of this other multicolor that I have, which is like a pink and like pinks, and it's just really quick and easy to make, and I'm hoping I could be done by 8. Oh, and then I plan to make 2 other Miffys, so I'm hoping I could be done and then finish up with the assembly items I have made and sew them off, and just get my car ready for tomorrow. So I'm just trying to hurry up as fast as I can. So I'm just doing a quick check-in until maybe tomorrow, or else I might keep you guys updated later on. So I'll see you then. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I'll just be recapping from the last 2 markets that I did. So there was the one in August 31st and then the one in September 15th. So I'm just gonna mash them together because the August 31st one, I did not do that well. I actually did pretty poorly for that one. But the previous time that I did it, it did pretty good, and this time around it was crickets for some reason. And I think I'm just kind of figuring out market trends in general. I think towards the end of the month I don't do that well compared to if I do them the beginning of the month, or like depending on if there's other events, because that week also, since I'm from Minnesota, we had Minnesota State Fair, and that's like a huge event, so that could also be why the turnout wasn't the best as well. But also because that event is very local, like not many people know about it. For August 31st, I only sold 3 things, guys. 3 things. So it was the cat, and then a multicolor loaf cat, and then 1 octo. My first hour was that octo, I believe, and then it was like crickets. I think the last hour is when I started selling the pumpkin, and then the multicolor one, or actually maybe the second hour I sold the multicolor one. It was like this periwinkle one. Oh, you could kind of see it, but that color, I sold 1 of those. And I like black coffee, guys. I like it. So far this time it tastes way better because I added caramel in this cold form. Much better. I sold those items, and it ended up being $45 of items that I freaking sold. The market itself is $25 to vend there, and I also borrowed a table, so that was another, like, I believe $10 to rent their tables, so I only made like 15 bucks. So that was like a flop. And then I shared my experience on that on my reels about how much I made. You know, not all markets are gonna do that well, and I mean, I wasn't that upset. I was just like, oh, okay. It's kind of nice because I get to get out of the house in a way, because I'm like a stay-at-home mom. But also luckily it was just a short event, so I can't imagine just being at a market like that where I don't get that much. But luckily it was only 3 hours. It was also really hot. And for my sunflower one, that one I also didn't film either, because as much content as I wanted to, because I ended up also doing it with my sister-in-law. She did her side more of like flowers and like plants, and it was really cute. But she brought her boyfriend and I had my man, and I don't know, I'm just not used to filming around other people, so sorry about the lack of content there. But the area was so freaking cute. It was like in a sunflower field, and then there was people selling food, and it was just really nice. Anyways, I'll get into the nitty-gritty of how what I sold. So I was actually surprised about the turnout for this, because I feel like I find a trend with events in like the less you pay, the less people there'll be, or you know, usually if you pay more, it's because there's bound to be more people to attend. So I was surprised. I'm like, oh, I'm paying free. I don't think the turnout will be the best, but I was actually surprised that I ended up doing way better than I expected. Then other events were like I paid $70 and I didn't make as much as this event. So I'll just get into it. So far I sold a Boo Bear that was really cute, and then I sold pumpkins. I sold 2, and then I gave 1 for free because that person who bought for me, she always buys, and I just had to like give her some appreciation, because she just, you know, I really appreciate the support that she gives to my business. And then I also sold a pumpkin spice latte, is what I called the cow. And then I was so surprised about this one. I actually sold my Coraline bear for $60. I was so freaking surprised. I'm like, wait, what? And it kind of looked like she was kind of iffy too. The person who bought it, she was like, 60? Like, oh, that's steep. And I was like, because usually with, then I would on my online shop. But yeah, anyways, I was surprised I actually sold something above $50. And then next item I sold was my bee. I sold that for $40, and it was a jumbo bee, by the way, and I feel like I'm gonna make another one of those because I hear they sell pretty well. And then I only brought 3 octos. I don't know, my child will be like digging into everything, so I only had 3, and those sold within the first 30 minutes. I'm like, grr. And I sold those at $15 a piece. And then and then another $60 item that I ended up surprisingly selling was my Froggy Bear, which I was so happy to sell. And then another item that I sold was my purse, and these were like these really little cute purse. And then the next item was I sold a ducky for $10. That's right, $10 for my ducky. Oh, okay, now I know why. Cause sometimes the taggings would fall off. It was really windy that day, and so I had like tags right there, like that were with chalk, and I will label them like ducky with hats or like ducky with something, and it's $15. But for some reason I be forgetting how much I price these items. So I said, oh yeah, because they were like, oh, how much for this? And I was like, $10. And then until they left, I was like, oh shoot, that was freaking $15. Yeah, I have a bad habit sometimes of remembering my pricing. And then the next item I sold was a whale for $15 because it had a broken tail. So usually I would try to price the whales for $20, but that time around I sold it for $15. And then the next item I sold was my Miffy, and I sold it for $18. And then I sold a Froggy. Did I have a frog? Froggy bear maybe? I don't remember. Cat for $25. And then one of my bunnies I priced at $65, and then an elephant for $20, and then another purse for $10, and then I ended up selling a Miffy accidentally, $15. See, this rhyming, I just don't recall pricing all the items, but $15. And then the last item I sold was a bunny, my winter bunny, and I priced it at $60, and that one sold too. So I sold 3 plushies worth $60, or I sold 3 plushies that are worth $60 at this event. So I was so surprised, like I didn't think I was gonna sell any of my items. So in total I made $530 for the sunflower vendor event, and that was really amazing for me because I didn't think I would make that at a free event especially. So I'm pretty content with that, and I totally least expected it, so I appreciated that, and it just makes me want to sign up for more markets, especially during the seasons, because I haven't. I just love that stress, I guess. But yeah, so it was pretty fun though. Overall, that sunflower event I really enjoyed, and I wish I signed up for like another fall fest, like another big fall fest like that. I think it's kind of too late for me to sign up for something like that, especially because I would need to prepare a lot of items. But overall, I think I did really well, and I'm hoping you guys can join me for my future markets and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna bring this up, but I did get a comment regarding why I didn't explain my supplies, yada yada yada, all that nitty-gritty stuff of like what goes into the business. I'm not gonna lie, I don't keep track of that. What sells, you know. I thinking of maybe making a video of like ways to organize my business more, because I am like trying to make it more seriously, because at the time I was just making it more of a hobby, and then now the end of September I'm trying to focus more on the business sides and like put more effort into it and trying to organize it better, especially with like writing patterns and things like that. I feel like I can make more income off of this instead of just like a little side hustle. Okay, and with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what other type of videos you would like to see on my crochet journey, because this is all overall I'm like trying so hard to do all this like pattern writes, market prep videos. I'm also trying to dabble into other like social media, which is like example trying to do YouTube and things like that. I also, by the way, have a Patreon with my girlies Foodie Crafty and Amy by Abby, and I really want to build like a small knit community there with like other people that could relate to us, which we're all Latinas and we're all stay-at-home. Well, 2 of us are stay-at-home moms, and then Foodie Crafty Bakes is a student, but she's also a mom, so she knows the struggles. So if you like more content and more like details like that, you could join our Patreon. But other than that, see you guys.